What's going on, everyone? It's Travis with Mowers Gone Wild. It's been a while since I've been able to talk to you guys. Lots happened. Obviously, we've had a lot of videos since we've had any build videos, just with life itself and the mowers keeping us busy, and let alone trying to get these events going. We got another one coming up September 11th. Just wanted to give that a quick shout out. So this is my 670 build. It obviously looks a lot different. If you follow our page or you follow our videos, you would obviously know that it is no longer gray and it looks a lot different. So my fiance actually helped me make the stencil, paint it, and everything else. We'll do some close-ups of it. This thing's pretty wild. I dress up as a Tiger King, so if you ever see Tiger King, I wear a costume and I ride this thing. It's Tiger King on his Predator, so I just thought it was funny. It's cool, you know. I absolutely love it. This thing is a really fun mower. It is nowhere near perfect. It's not even the top contender as much as I want it to be, and that's kind of what this video is about. I want to be able to talk about what I want to do to it, and kind of curious what you guys think. So feel free to leave a comment. Feel free to message us. We're on Facebook, Mowers Gone Wild, and you know, let me know. Alright, so here is my Predator 670 build. I named this mower Predator. It is designed to look like a tiger, so when Tiger King is riding his Predator, it looks like he is riding his tiger. It is meant to be flashy. It is meant to just capture your attention. Some of my favorite details. I got a Tiger King sticker here. I'm never going to financially recover from this, and you know, it's pretty true. I mean, this hobby is not for the faint of heart. You know, it's not like race car racing or anything like that where it's a lot of money, but at the same time, you know, for something that we know we're never going to make money doing, it costs a lot. You know, the motor itself, let alone the time, the labor, materials. But it's so much fun. It's so rewarding. It's so much fun to make these videos, get these comments, get the likes, subscribers. It just, you know, that's what makes it all, let alone when we all get together for these big events and get to just run them, have fun, see what each other can do. So a quick walk around of Predator. You can see I do got the gas pedal. We did get that off Amazon. They're about, I think, $40–50. Honestly, some of the hinge ones I really like that are just almost homemade. These tend to stick a little bit if I get enough mud on it. I haven't had enough issue to really just switch to the homemade style. I still prefer this. I did make a guard to try to keep any water, mud out of the flywheel and the fan and everything else on my motor. So I typically do have one on this side as well, but I took the sheet metal off because I am going to take the hood off as well to be able to show you guys what we have done to reinforce this thing. I do have the 40 series clutch on here. That's actually only my third belt for this thing. The guard broke on it, but I put a piece of sheet metal here to keep everything out. It helps keep that belt dry, and I haven't had much of an issue with my belt getting wet. As you can see in our mud bog video, me and the roper, man, we had a blast. This thing just, you know, I only got stuck one time in the entire thing. It just kept eating it up. If you're wondering, the steering obviously looks a little funny. This wheel, can't really tell as much, but it is definitely towed in. It is not the right way. I keep bending spindles. That's kind of what this video is all about. I'm actually going to try to revamp this whole thing. You know, some of my friends, they've done some more or less stock things. I'm going to try to do stock, but also custom. I ordered some front spindles for a quad, but instead of doing suspension or anything else, I'm going to get them on there to where I'm going to have front brakes, and it's still going to all be hard. There's going to be no suspension to it or anything else, and then we're going to do more or less the rack and pinion steering. It's not going to be fun with that big motor stuffed in there, trying to get everything all lined up, but I feel I can make it work. Everything's on order. We're going to go a little bit bigger front tires. I'm hoping the stance doesn't change too much. If I have to, I'll raise the back a little bit, or I'll just run it with the front a little bit higher. You know, whatever. As long as it runs good, steers good, that's all I really care about. This thing is obviously chain driven. I do use the 40 chain. I haven't had much issue with it. We have actually went ahead and we've added a bunch of steel on the sides and all the way down. I got angle going all the way down on this thing. We have some cross members there going across. So this thing is all braced because in one of the videos I jumped it and this whole front pretty much just smashed all together. It just sandwiched up. This tire was touching right here, so we had to bend it all back out the best we could, and honestly it has been so much better. I can't thank Ed enough, our neighbor. He's the one that helped me weld this all back together. I can't lie, I'm no expert welder, so I can have these good ideas, but I can't always put them together. So I have awesome friends that help do that for me. But that's kind of what's been going on with Predator. It is obviously a lot different than the last time you guys have seen it. This thing is actually a beast in the mud. It handles really well, other than it's just the steering's a little sloppy now and again. I've obviously rolled it. I don't have reliable brakes. It's kind of why I want to change this front end. I want to get some front brakes on it. I need some dependable stoppage, because man, you'll see me push this thing to the limits then if I can know I can at least slow down. That's the scariest thing about this, is that it just feels sometimes I can't slow down. So I really got to let off a lot earlier to get into these corners. You know, I think there's a video of me rolling like 4 times in one, just because in one day I just kept rolling it. So in one of my races, not in the May one, but the one before the May one, I actually rolled it, and the seat actually bent here in the back. And yeah, sure, I have extra seats around here. We have extra mowers. But now that reminds me to just be careful, you know, wear my helmet, wear my chest protector, don't be stupid, and just have fun, you know. This thing, that's all that this is for, is to have fun, make you laugh, you know. So I hope you're enjoying this. Again, I'll pop the hood off so you can just kind of see a little bit more of how I mounted this motor in there and everything, and the changes that have gone to it. So let me know what you feel. Let me know what you think of my front spindle idea with adding the rack and pinion. I think it's going to make it a lot more reliable and a lot more fun for me to drive it. So here, now I got the hood off, you can kind of get a better look and feel for what has been done to this thing. I did buy the 670 mount for this off GoPowersports.com. You can see my headlights are no longer really faced the right way. They have came loose from all the beating and banging, the rolling, everything else. So for the next race, I'll have this thing all cleaned up. I'll have everything just the way it's supposed to be. Luckily, the motor hasn't taken too much damage from all the flips. I've just broken a couple cosmetic things here, lost one of them, and then broke a couple little fan pieces there for the guard. The gas tank actually still works pretty well there. I can still about get to everything. We'll see what changes come with making this front end a changement to it, but it's pretty straightforward. The chain itself, getting it to fully line up is not the funnest thing, but I did make it work. I've definitely had help along the way. I could take this off and get in there a little better. Try to show you. So I have an idler there that I just kind of press up on. It's slotted, so that way I can move it. I can get in and on the chain, make sure that I keep tight in between races. I can check it and everything else. We do run 2 laps, and if you're wondering, I'm actually on the back stretch of our track right now, because what better spot to be able to just show exactly what we do out here. You know, it's all pretty dry right now, but it won't be for long. Come September, if we don't get the rain, we'll definitely make the mud like we did for the May race. So thank you for watching. Hope you guys learned something, or hope you at least found it interesting. I absolutely love this 670 build. It's something different. I know obviously there's quite a bit of mud mowers. I learned a lot of the people that come, that we had travel here from Mud Mowers from Hell. They got a Facebook group as well. A lot of them run 670s. This was obviously in our group, our first one. So we're still all learning. You know, mine ain't even souped up, but man, you know, being chain driven, you know, the solid axle in the back. I hope with the steering wheel, I'll at least be competitive. You know, even with my small tires, it's just so much fun. Hope one day to be able to get this thing out trail riding, see how reliable it really is. I just need to work out these few kinks, so if I can actually stay reliable around the farm, I can trust bringing it somewhere else. You know, this thing hasn't even been built for a year yet. Coming up in January, it will be. I've had a lot of fun. So thank you for the support. Thanks for the love. Comment, let me know what you think. Share it. You know, go build one. Come bring it out. You know, we're located in Michigan, towards the Twin Lake area. Message us on Facebook